All right, we're here. We're here, guys. How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Before we dive into things, I wanted to just thank you all so much again for all the positive wishes and the milestones and the milestone messages and all that sort of stuff, because it really means a lot to me. The fact that we've done this in less than 9 months, it just really is a testament as to how much work that we're putting in and how much more work is going to go into this channel, because we're taking a bet on ourselves, and you know what? We're building our own brand, we're getting reps, and we're having fun. And with all those things being said, I think that that's setting us up in a really good position. Can't lose sight of everybody that has really helped out with this channel. It doesn't just go... I've been putting in all the work in the world, but also contributions to Jeeva Newts, Rising Rhino, and his entire nation as well. Snowman Multimedia, lots of conversations with incredible content creators that are on the come up, and it really means a lot to me. So just wanted to say thank you all so much for all the wishes. We will be doing instead of doing the Patriots game, we'll actually just be doing a 1,000 subscriber party. So we are doing the Eagles game tomorrow, and we're just going to do a little party on Sunday. And we'll also have a little giveaway as well. More to come on that in a little bit. Let's talk about these Phillies, man, because they're down in the series 2-1, and both of the losses that they had the Braves on the ropes. The Braves had the lead, and they were trying to come back from behind. But last night they were down by 5. They answered back with 5 runs in the 7th, 8th, and 9th combined. And after Trey Turner tied it up on a homer last night with nobody out, the Phillies were able to get 2 base runners on. It was Alec Boehm and it was Bryce Harper. And all they had to do was just get 1 hit. And we can look at so many different types of things, in regards to why they lost. We can talk about Craig Kimbrell. I don't even really think that he's the number one blame. It goes back to JT Realmuto not executing when he had to, and Nick Castellanos, not really a big fan of swinging at the first pitch. If it's your pitch and you feel like it's your pitch, that's fine. Pitch selection matters, but you have to be able to put the ball in play, and you have to be able to do something good with that baseball. You have to hit it sharply, and you have to really try everything in your power to just put the ball in the outfield. That's all you got to do. So that's what I was a little bit disappointed with last night, because they had to win it in that 9th inning. And that's what it comes down to. Kimbrell, I can't really necessarily blame him because it was a hard shot, but it was right over to first base. It was a good pitch. It wasn't like it was a bad pitch, and Eddie Rosario executed, and the Phillies just could not answer back. So plate discipline really does matter, and execution. So it's not Rob Thomson's fault. It's not anybody's fault. Zach Wheeler didn't have a good outing, okay, but he's been really good throughout this entire season. That's only like the 3rd time in his career that he's given up 3 home runs in a game. Absolutely a testament as to how phenomenal he's been just throughout his entire career with the Mets and with the Phillies. But he had a hiccup last night, but it just goes back to JT Realmuto and Nick Castellanos. That's how I look at it. Okay, everybody else looks at it differently, but now the whole thing, okay, scratch all those things off. Now you have to try to split the series, okay? You have to control your own destiny, I understand that, but the Chicago Cubs did lose last night to the Rockies, and they also lost today. So with that being said, I think it's important to try to gain some ground. And yes, you have to focus on yourselves, but this is an especially important game for the Phillies tonight because they really have to try to be conscientious of what's going on. They're still 1.5 games above the Chicago Cubs, I believe, in that wild card standings. But now I believe it's now 2, so because they lost today. But yes. All right, so Phillies just have to win. They'll have Cristopher Sanchez go out there on the mound. Spencer Strider will be on the other side of the hill, and it's not going to be easy going up against him. This is a guy who is just pitching like he's a Cy Young. So you have to try to get to him early on, and you have to, in order for you to get win number 80, you just have to try to put up good, long at-bats against him. All right, love you all so much. Izzy's here. Larry's here. SKOL. Yes, man. Let's go, man. Cheers, JJ. How's everybody doing? Jacqueline's here. Cameron's here. Everybody's here, man. The one thing I have to get used to now when I'm looking at my YouTube channel on my phone is I actually have to go to the YouTube Studio app now to see how many actual subscribers I have because it just says 1K. So as soon as we get to 1,010, it'll be 1.01K. So now that's going to be something new. All right, let's go over the starting lineups. Enough about YouTube and all that sort of stuff. You guys are here because of the game. Ronald Acuna Jr. will be leading things off for the Braves. It'll be Ozzie Albies batting second. Austin Riley hitting third. Matt Olson in the cleanup spot. Marcell Ozuna protecting him, batting fifth. Orlando Arcia is the shortstop. He's batting sixth. Sean Murphy gets the nod tonight behind the plate. He's batting seventh. And right behind him is Kevin Pillar out in left field as Eddie Rosario has the night off. And then Michael Harris II is batting ninth. So Cristopher Sanchez is on the mound. He's 2-3. This is now start number 16 for him. In 80 innings, he has a 3.26 ERA, 73 strikeouts, only 13 walks allowed, which is actually really impressive. He doesn't really get a whole lot of praise for that. He doesn't really walk a lot of batters. He tries to really just throw the ball in the strike zone, and a lot of times hitters, when they're behind in the counts, they get on top of his pitches or underneath his pitches, and he executes very, very well. So once again, it's Acuna, Albies, Riley, Olson, Ozuna, Arcia, Murphy, Pillar, and Harris. And that is how Atlanta decides to go with their lineup today. Sun is still shining out towards right field as it is 6:43 p.m. Eastern Time. And the first pitch to Acuna Jr., swinging the line drive it out to left field. Marsh backs up and he makes the catch. It was hit right on the nose. And Acuna Jr. will go back towards the dugout. So one pitch and a line out to left. Oh, it was hit sharply. It was a mistake thrown right down the middle. But thank goodness it was just at somebody. Wait till 1.1K. Yes, man. That would be awesome. Comes Ozzie Albies batting on the right side. And the first pitch that he sees is swung on and hit out to left center field. Marsh on the run. That time he won't be able to get to it as it goes out all the way towards the wall. Albies will jog on into second base. The throw is cut off. And after two pitches, one out resulted in a line out to left field. And the second guy, Ozzie Albies, was able to get on with an extra base hit. It's actually a pretty similar pitch as far as missing its location. First was a hanging slider. This time it was a fastball. And you don't really want to throw a lot of fastballs over the middle of the plate to this guy, Austin Riley, who's batting .274 with 34 homers, 85 RBI. First pitch, swinging a miss on a sinker at 94. Sanchez is 26 years old. He's from the Dominican Republic. He's 6'1". His last outing, he went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, no earned runs, and 1 walk. The 0-1 on the way. It's off the plate for a ball. Crew chief for tonight, it'll be DJ Rayburn. David Rackley is over at first base. The second base umpire is Larry Vanover. And Edwin Moscasco, who was the home plate umpire in last night's game, he's over at third. The 1-1, swinging a foul ball, hit out towards the right field side, and it's out of play. The other thing, too, and I don't really think I harped a lot on this last night, but that one pitch to Eddie Rosario, that should have been called for strike 3. It was clearly a strike. That was also a big mistake as well, and you can't fault Kimbrel for that. The 1-2 pitch, fly ball, hit out to deep center field. It's going back towards the track, and that baby is long gone. Right into the walkway. Oh, man, that was really, really far. Right out towards Ashburn Alley. And it's 2-0 Atlanta as they strike first in the top of the first. Wonder how far that was. Fastball right down the middle. Sanchez really just missing his spots. Landed right next to the camera, men, as it was towards the left side of the bushes. And it just went out to Ashburn Alley. That was really deep. comes Matt Olson, who can certainly hit a lot of deep fly balls as well. Just tied Andrew Jones last night for most home runs in a single season for the Braves. It's their franchise record. Needs one more to set the franchise record. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. Slapped foul for a strike. Sanchez not wasting any time. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Braves lead it 2-0 in the 0-2. That's in the dirt for ball 1. So the count is 1-2. Phillies in their outfield. They'll have Castellanos in right. In center, it'll be Rojas. And in left, it'll be Brandon Marsh. As the 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. So Olson is able to strike out. Sanchez strikes him out. It's his first strikeout of the game. For the Phillies infield, they'll have Bohm at third, Turner at short, Stott at second, and over at first it'll be Bryce Harper. Behind the plate is Garrett Stubbs, as JT has the night off. And on the mound is Cristopher Sanchez. 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Marcell Ozuna. First pitch he sees is a sinker on the upper third of the zone for a strike. Marcell batting .267 at a 3-run homer in last night's game to give the Braves at the time a 6-1 lead. There's 34 of those on the season. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. What's going on, Braves fan? JVR. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on here. So the count is 0-2. Sanchez with 12 pitches so far in this top of the first inning. In case you are just tuning in, Austin Riley hit a 2-run homer out towards Ashburn Alley. The 0-2 pitch, fly ball that's hit out to right center field. It's going back towards the track. Castellanos just has room, and he'll make the catch as the inning is over. Austin Riley, though, puts the Braves up 2-0 as Atlanta comes out on top first. Phillies looking to respond as they're coming up to bat. Okay. What's going on, guys? Yeah, thank you so much, Jose. Yeah, we got a little cut today. We got to make ourselves look a little bit younger, like we're actually 25 years old instead of a 40-year-old person. You know what I'm saying? It was just getting to be that time, and we have to be consistent. You know, we want to act like our age. We want to show our age as we act our age, even though I guess I'm a kid at heart. I act like I'm a kid. Yes. Let's go, Braves World Series bound, says Sky Rush Productions. Thanks for coming on here, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. We welcome on in everybody with different walks of life. Doesn't matter if you're a Braves fan. Doesn't matter if you're a Marlins fan. Even though we cover Phillies games on here, we really try to be consistent, and we also try to keep it fair both sides. You know, that's just how we roll. Speaking of the Phillies, well, their starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. Trey Turner batting second. Third, it'll be Bryce Harper. And fourth, it'll be Alec Bohm. The fifth batter is Bryson Stott. Brandon Marsh is hitting sixth. Nick Castellanos batting seventh in the Phillies lineup. And Garrett Stubbs gets the nod at catcher for JT Realmuto. And Johan Rojas is batting ninth. He's playing out in center field. And that rounds up the lineup for the Phillies. So once again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Marsh, Castellanos, Stubbs, and Rojas. And, well, we have to talk about this guy on the mound for the Braves because he has been absolutely sensational this season. And that is Spencer Strider. I mean, what else can you say about him? This is a guy who was a very strikeout-dominant type of a pitcher, and if you don't get to him early on, if you're not working up the counts, he'll make you pay. So, that's just how he rolls. He's absolutely unbelievable. He's 16-5 on the season. He has a 3.83 ERA, 250 strikeouts for this 24-year-old, and that's in 162 innings. He's only allowed 69 earned runs, and only 52 walks, by the way, in 162 innings, which is absolutely impressive. First pitch to Schwarber. Takes it for a high, it's called a ball in the eyes of DJ Rayburn. Looks like he painted that inside high corner. It's 2 balls, no strikes. The first pitch actually missed 2. They didn't show it. And the 2-0, that's in there for a strike. Schwarber, since August 5th, is batting .270 with 16 homers, 29 RBI. His regular season average this year is up to 199, and you heard that correctly, up to 199. The 2-1 on the way, that's low for ball 3. This is start number 29 for Spencer Strider. He's 24 years old, out of Columbus, Ohio. The 3-1 on the way. It's on the outside corner. Fastball coming in at 98 miles per hour. He can definitely hit those spots, and sometimes it's really confusing because his off-speed pitches are just as deadly as his fastball. And when he's just on command, he kind of goes Jacob deGrom-esque type of mode. He did give up 6 runs, though, in his last outing against the St. Louis Cardinals as the 3-2. That one misses for ball 4. And Kyle Schwarber gets on with a walk. Probably should have been a strikeout. Once again, the Phillies lineup, it'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Marsh, Castellanos, Stubbs, and Rojas. Here comes Trey Turner, who tied it up in the bottom of the 9th, giving Raisel Iglesias his second blown save in a row on back-to-back days. It's his 4th overall blown save. First pitch to Trey, that's up high. Over his last 25 home games, he's batting .430 with 11 homers and 32 RBI. 1-0 is the count. Strider kicks, steals the pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball right down the pipe. So that'll make the count now 1-1. Sun is still shining out towards the second deck in right field. 1 ball and 1 strike to Turner. The pitch just fouled back. 98 miles per hour on the gun. And I think it's safe to say that Turner really has just got his timing down. You know, he is in just full all-star type of mode. 1-2 is the count. And the pitch to Turner, swing and a foul ball that goes right behind, or right to the backstop. JJ, congrats yesterday on hitting the big 1K. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot to me. I saw your message, too, on Discord. Again, I've just had a busy day for sure. It's been a busy time. The 1-2 on the way. It's low and outside for ball 2. So the Braves were able to get a 2-run homer from Austin Riley as Cristopher Sanchez allowed that. In the top of the first, it was hit all the way out towards Ashburn Alley. Went a very long distance. The 2-2 to Turner. Another foul ball. And Trey stays alive. On deck is Bryce Harper. Harper batting .297 with 17 homers and 61 RBI. Strider with 12 pitches in this first inning so far. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch by Strider. Swinging a fly ball, hit out to deep right field, but it's not too deep, and Acuna is there to make the catch on a line, as he only had to make about 2 steps or so towards his right side. And Turner lines out to right field, and Bryce Harper's coming up. The Braves' defense from 1 through 9 will look like this. Strider's on the mound. Behind the plate, it's Sean Murphy. And then from first to third, you got Olson, Albies. And then at shortstop, it'll be Arcia. And the third baseman for the Braves is Austin Riley. 1 out, and we're in the bottom of the first. And the pitch to Harper, it's just a hair low, a slider at 86. And then from left to right, you got Pilar out in left field as Rosario has the night off. In center field, it'll be Michael Harris II and Ronald Acuna Jr. out in right field. The 1-0 on the way to Harper. It's a strike taken right at the knees at 97. So the slider missed, and Strider threw it at 83 miles per hour and barely missed. But the fastball was at the knees over the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harper. He's wearing his white batting gloves. And the 1-1 pitch, sliced foul. Phillies in their regular home pinstripe uniforms. And the Braves, they're wearing their regular gray away uniforms with the red letters on the front, the red numbers on the back, and the dark blue letters for their last names right over top the letters, and a red stripe going down the pant leg. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2, it's low. and with a changeup at 86 miles per hour. Alec Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. Schwarber still leads off over at first. Schwarber walked. Turner lined out to right field. Harper's up. The count is 2-2. And the pitch. Line drive foul. Phillies are getting his pitch count to go up a little bit, which is good to see, as Strider has thrown 18 pitches so far. Last season, Strider was 11-5 in 31 games that he played. He started in 20 of them. His whip last year was at .99. This year it's at 1.09. The 2-2 again, that's fouled off. His ERA is a little bit up. It was at 2.67 last year, and this year it's at 3.83. However, the strikeouts he has 48 more strikeouts as of right now compared to last season. He had 250 so far this season and 202 last season. The 2-2 on the way to Harper, inside and low for ball 3. There's Brian Snitker, the Braves manager, in their dugout. Harper had career hit number 1,500 last night. As he calls for time. Tries to use his left hand to skip the dirt over. Just shimmy it over. It's a full count to Bryce. Strider with the payoff pitch coming up. He gets set just below the belt and delivers from the stretch. And the 3-2, that's fouled off. What a great battle it's been between Bryce and Strider. Reese says, not trying to have the Braves clinch on our home field. Not on our home field. Pure Adrenaline Sports. PAS, man, what's going on? Hello, JJ. Congrats on 1K. Keep up the great work. This grind continues. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce. And the payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4. And Strider, as I just mentioned, who doesn't walk a whole lot of batters, well, is able to issue one right there. So 2 walks allowed in this inning for Strider. It's not usually like him, but as I mentioned, in the last outing, he allowed 6 earned runs on 6 hits in just 2 2/3 of an inning. So the Braves really need a good outing from him. Alec Bohm's coming up. So Schwarber goes over to second. Harper's over at first. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below. 1 out, and runners over at first and second for Bohm. First pitch. He takes a fastball at 96 on the inside corner of the plate for a strike. Alec with runners in scoring position, batting .358 with 7 doubles, 4 homers, 67 RBI as well. He's batting .278 on the season. And the 0-1 just laid off. It was inside. The count is now 1-1. Phillies are 79-66 on the season. Braves need one more win to clinch the division. That's what we expected. 1-1 is the count, and the pitch to Bohm. Swinging a bouncer, it's fouled towards the third base side. Hello from Woodstock, Georgia. Michael Ingram. We have some Braves fans coming on here tonight. We love that, man. We absolutely love that. That's sick. I guess this is what happens. You know, sometimes we just get more opponent fans, and we welcome each and every one of you. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. The tying run's over at first. Bohm is representing the go-ahead run. We're only in the bottom of the first, and the 1-2, swing and a miss on a slider that sailed outside and low. And Alec Bohm strikes out. That's the 251st strikeout of the season for Spencer Strider. Likes to go with the 4-seamer, the slider, most of the time. Then I'll go with the changeup about 7%. Batters are hitting .257 on the fastball, 145 on the slider and only 107 on the changeup. First pitch, that's a fastball in the upper third of the zone, taken by Bryson Stott. No balls, 1 strike. Stott batting .288 on the season. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Phillies down 2-0, and the 0-1 to Stott. He takes it for a strike right down Broad Street. Usually other people say Broadway, but you know what? Since we're Philly, or since we call Philly games, we have to kind of keep it Philly related. So Broad Street is like the perfect analogy. No balls, 2 strikes. Strider looks back at second, now back to the plate, and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive foul over towards the left field side. It goes out of play. So Bryson Stott hitting .288 on the season. No balls, 2 strikes. Schwarber at second, Harper at first, and the 0-2 pitch. Sliced foul as Bryson Stott just continues to do it, and it's like, you don't even have to say it anymore. This is just exactly what he does. Just grinds out at-bats. Doesn't matter if it's 2 strikes on him or not. He's like Tyrese Maxey, just a workhorse that just is a young guy that just wants to get better, and he's an assembling all-star for his sport. The 0-2 to Stott. Line drive into right field for a base hit. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Schwarber comes in to score. Harper stops at second, and the Phillies are on the board as they cut the deficit in half and trail 2-1. I mean, what else can you say about this kid? He has the most 2-strike base hits in the league. He has more 2-strike base hits than he does with 1 strike on him. And he just takes a slider just over the head of Ozzy Albies. It's just a professional at bat, and he's only 25. Phillies and Eagles fan for many years, originally from New Jersey, now living in Southern California. Robert Yeager, thanks for coming on here, man. Comes Brandon Marsh, takes a ball inside and low. Marsh batting .385 over his last 32 home games this season. He's hitting .284. That's his batting average. He is 10 homers and 53 RBI. And the 1-0. That's taken at the knees for a called strike. Phillies last night did not do a good job with runners in scoring position either. But despite that, they were able to put up 6 runs, which is impressive. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Larry, I literally didn't even see your message, and I just said that. Wow, that's crazy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harper the tying run over at second. The 1-2 on the way. Up high for ball 2. 99 miles per hour for Spencer Strider. Marsh has scored 73 runs on the season for the Phillies. And Kyle Schwarber, forgot to mention this, that was the 100th run that he scored. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. It was a fastball at 98. The Phillies do get 1 back, though. It was on an RBI single by Bryson Stott. And we go to the top of the second. Phillies trail 2-1 against the Atlanta Braves. Yes, here we go. What's up, everyone? Strider at 31 pitches already. I'm telling you, because they're working up at-bats. Because Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Bryson Stott were all able to work up at-bats against him. That's how you got to get to him. Grind out at-bats, make him throw strikes, but, spoil his pitches. And then be patient. Robert, we're in New Jersey. Oh, man. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Congrats on the 1,000 subs, JJ. So proud of you. Thanks, Steven Newts. I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. This doesn't happen without you, man. This doesn't happen without Rising Rhino. This doesn't even happen without Larry. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, guys. Larry has been there since the beginning of the baseball season, And he's always been a guy who is really just, he comes on here all the time. He loves to have fun, but you know what? He keeps it real. And just being able to get to know Larry, even off of here, he's been somebody that I've reached out to for advice, for criticism, constructive criticism, and he's done a really good job at just always answering the bell. So let's give Larry his flowers too, guys. Robert says, grew up in the Trenton area and lived in Bordentown before moving to the LA area in June of 2020. Wow, you moved during the pandemic. Wow. Robert, thanks for coming on here, dude. Oh, boy. We just reached 1,000 subscribers last night. And again, we will be having a 1,000 subscribers party on Sunday night. We're not going to be doing the Sunday night football game. We're going to have fun because we deserve this, because we have really built up this community, and it's been absolutely awesome. Let me blow my nose really quickly. Here comes Orlando Arcia, as Cristopher Sanchez is out there for his second inning of work. The first pitch was in there for a strike. The second pitch, that's a changeup. That's low for ball one. The 1-1 on the way. That's a bouncer. Hit foul towards the third base side. So that'll make the count now 1-2. Phillies trail 2-1 against the Atlanta Braves, and the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off towards the third base side. So Sanchez already has 17 pitches. Just allowed the 2-run homer to Austin Riley so far. That was back in the top of the first. And in case you're wondering about how far it was hit, as it was hit out towards Ashburn Alley. Well, was it miles away? The 1-2 pitch. Strike three called, a sinker at 95. Just on the inside corner. And Arcia strikes out looking. And that's now 3 in a row retired by Cristopher Sanchez. Certainly had a lot of good movement on that pitch, for sure. That's what you like to see. Riley's homer went 447 feet. That's how long it went. Comes Sean Murphy. His average sits at 267. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch to Murphy. It's at the knees. A sinker at 94. Murphy, with 20 homers, 67 RBI, a slugging percentage of .504. Somebody else that also played with the Oakland Athletics organization, along with Matt Olson. And the 0-1 on the way. It's at the knees for a called strike. What's up, Frankie? Thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it. Hope the family's doing well. And the 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Robert says Sanchez seems to get better as the game goes on. Well, we don't want to jinx it, but he doesn't walk a lot of guys. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a changeup that was towards the outside part of the plate. Probably could have just rung him up if he didn't swing at it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cristopher Sanchez. Comes Kevin Pillar playing out in left field for Eddie Rosario, who had the game-winning RBI in extra innings of last night's game. The pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Pillar has been around the block. He spent a lot of time with the Toronto Blue Jays. Also spent some time with the San Francisco Giants. As the 0-1, that is swung on and missed. So the count is now 0-2. He's 34 years old. He's from West Hills, California. Played for the Blue Jays from 2013 to 2019. And got traded to the Giants. Also spent a season with the Red Sox. As the 0-2, that's low. Then he went to Colorado. New York, played for the Mets. Then the Dodgers last season. Now he's on the Braves this year. The 1-2 on the way. It's a sliced foul ball. Garrett Stubbs behind the plate having a little laugh with Kevin Pillar. This is a beautiful night out at the ballpark. I think that the sun is, as we get through the month of September, sun's not out as long. So sunset's a little bit earlier, so the days are going to be shorter. That's what I'm seeing tonight. The 1-2, swing and a miss. So Kevin Pillar strikes out, 3 strikeouts, as Cristopher Sanchez is able to strike out the side and retire Arcia, Murphy, and Pillar. We go now to the bottom of the second. Phillies trail 2-1 against Atlanta. Cool. Staying power. Yes. And, of course, this does this to us. Great. All right, so we got to readjust this. Cool. 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 I don't know why that happens to us, guys. I really don't. Okay. If you guys are new to the channel, I encourage you all to like, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, let's see how many people we have on here. Let's get to the 30 mark with the likes, man. Let's get to the 30 mark. All right? Let's make sure that we do that. Just hit 1,000 subscribers last night. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. I am a broadcaster from South Jersey. Okay? I love coming on here. I love calling games. And I wanted to take a bet on myself, guys. That's really what it came down to. I wanted to bet on myself, and just at the age of 25 years old, I was really 24 when I started this channel. After I graduated from Rowan, I interned at NFL Films, and while I interned there, I really just missed putting the headsets on. I missed calling games, and I have really just become more and more comfortable on here, just, calling games in front of you guys and interacting with you, because let's be honest, guys, I know I say this a lot to the people that still keep coming back, but we have a lot of new audience members every day, and we just have to keep this whole story going. This is just about you guys, man. You guys are the color commentators. You guys are a part of storytelling, okay? If broadcasting is about storytelling, and it's about setting the scene, and it's about making sure that you get all the elements involved, who's up to bat, the situation, right? The action and all those types of things. Well, we don't really have a color commentator, so why can't you guys be the color commentator and just interact on here? The ball's 1 strike, and the 0-1 to Castellanos. It's taken for a strike. And again, it's a blessing and a curse calling games off of a monitor. We're not at the field. We can't see when our runner's rounding third base all the time, and we kind of have to make our own judgments. As the 0-2, that is popped up out towards the infield. Arcia goes over towards his left side and is there to make the catch. And there's 1 out. But we make it interactive, okay? We don't do watch parties on here. We don't just talk about things from just one side, okay? There's always 3 sides to a story, I've learned. Right? You have the left side. You got the right side. And then you got the angle of both, which makes you determine your own conclusion. The pitch to Garrett Stubbs, that's inside for a ball. Phillies are down 2-1. We're in the bottom of the second. There's 1 out, and the 1-0 pitch. It's on the upper third of the zone for a strike. Stubbs batting .211 this season. The 1-1 on the way. That's low and inside. Phillies were able to put up a lot of good at-bats, good quality at-bats against Spencer Strider, because that's exactly what you got to do. 2 balls, 1 strike to Stubbs, and the pitch. Fly ball that's hit out to left field. It's going back towards the track, and Pillar just has enough room as he makes the catch in front of the wall. Stubbs, not so happy with himself as he thought maybe he got it over the wall. But there's 2 away. So the 9-hole hitter, Johan Rojas, who's playing out in center field, he is due up at the plate. Robert says, miss going to CBP, but when the Phillies come to the West Coast, I'm always at Dodger Stadium watching BLM the Phils. The pitch, that is sliced foul. NFL reality check. What's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, man, first time popping in. So good to see you, dude. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1, high bouncer, hit over the head of Riley. It's just, is it a foul ball? Nope, it's a fair ball. Nope, it is a foul ball. There was no signal from the umpire. Couldn't see it because they were out of the camera. Dusty Wathan thought it was a fair ball too. And he wants an explanation from Edwin Moscasco, who was the home plate umpire in last night's game. He's the third base ump today. So the count is 0-2. If you just subscribe to the channel, comment who you are down below. NFL Reality Check is here, and I believe you just subscribed. Awesome stuff. 2 outs, nobody on, no balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 off the plate from Strider at 99 to Johan Rojas. Let's take a look at the replay here. So it was a really high bouncer. Nope, we can't show it now because the 1-2 pitch that swung on and missed for strike 3. So it was a slider that was low and out of the zone, and Spencer Strider is able to get his 3rd strikeout of the day. So the Phillies go down in order 1, 2, 3. And we go to the top of the 3rd. NFL Reality Check. Man, I really appreciate you for coming on here. Yes. Welcome back, reality. Cheers, guys. Let's take a sip of water. We have to really try to be a little bit mindful of when we have to try to take sips of water and keep the voice in good condition. Great work on these streams, bro. Keep up the fantastic work. I really appreciate that, man. We're just having fun. We really are. I mean, you know, we're taking the chance on ourselves, like I said, and we're trying. We're really trying, and we're pushing over the limits because this is what we want to do. And we want to show the entire world. We want to show ESPN. We want to show all the major networks that are out there that this is good, right? Like in a couple of I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay, in a couple of years. All right, I'm not a betting man. I'm not a betting person, but I will tell you this. Look at where ESPN is, okay? They just laid off 20 employees that are on-air talent. Just on-air talent alone. They bring on Pat McAfee, okay? And you see that in the podcasting world, you have podcasting and radio becoming multi-streaming, right? Well, radio, okay, owners are going to want to save up money. If there's anything that they learned from the pandemic is that they can save money and try to get more people to come on and do more stuff remotely. I would love to be at the game, and of course, like, you know, getting the in-game, the in-person experience is awesome. But we can make this work, like, where you guys are the color commentators. You guys are a part of the story. It's just, it just works. As long as we keep it clean in the chat, and I have to keep an eye out on everything, and it gives me an extra job to do, but that's a skill set. First pitch to Michael Harris II, that was swung on and missed, as we're back in action. And the 0-1, that's off. That's just, oh man, that was at the knees on the outside corner for a strike. Cristopher Sanchez with only 29 pitches. And the 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Michael Harris II. And how about this? Cristopher Sanchez has struck out 4 batters in a row. That's against the Braves, too, by the way, who are the biggest offensive juggernaut in the league. 6 men have been retired in a row since Austin Riley hit a 2-run homer. Here comes Acuna Jr., and that's over the head of Trey Turner out into left field. And he breaks that streak. Also breaks the strikeout streak as well, as he gets on with a 1-out single. But I was just going to say that Cristopher Sanchez has also struck out 5 out of the last 6 batters that he's faced. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Yes, for sure. Put one in the guy's ribs. Oh, man. We don't wish anything bad on anybody. We don't. And I know Larry's being sarcastic. I don't want beef with Braves fans in my chat, because we come on here and we try to keep it neutral. But we show emotion. Okay? Of course we can show emotion. Ozzy Albies got on with a hit his last time up, and he slices this one out to right field. Castellanos coming on, and he can't make the play. And he plays it on a bounce. Going over to third is Acuna, and it's a long single, a long bloop single by Nick Castellanos. So he's got to keep this game in range and continue to attack at the plate. For sure, Robert. Absolutely. I mean, sometimes good things happen when you just make some contact with the baseball. Castellanos didn't even realize he played it on a bounce. He was trying to go all in for it, and luckily enough, it didn't get by him. And he was trying to look for the ball as he stopped for a quick second, and Acuna was able to go over to third because of that. Probably would have actually gotten to third base anyways with the speed that he has. Comes Austin Riley, and the first pitch that swung on and fouled off. Austin hit his 35th homer back in the first. Has now driven in 87 runs. 33 pitches for Sanchez. He could use a double play here. Phillies are down 2-1. We're in the top of the third. There's runners at the corners for the Braves. The 0-1 pitch, fly ball. That's hit out to deep center field. It's going back towards the track. Rojas just has enough room. Will make the catch. Acuna Jr. is going to tag up and go to home plate, and it's now 3-1 on a sac fly by Austin Riley, who has all 3 runs driven in for Atlanta. Thank goodness that was able to stay in the yard, because we'll take 1 rather than 3. Back in the day, Harris would have hit the dirt, says Larry. Comes Matt Olson to the plate. He'll be righty on lefty, and Olson will foul off the first pitch. Matt struck out in the first. He's batting .281, has 51 homers, and 128 RBI. 0-1 is the count. Sanchez winds up and delivers the 0-1. That's at the knees for a called strike. Sanchez with 36 pitches so far, and Strider, who hasn't even pitched the bottom of the third just yet, has 47. The 0-2 on the way to Olson. Fly ball, it's hit out to left field. It's slicing towards the line. Marsh just has room, and he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. The Braves do get 1 back, though, on a sac fly by Austin Riley. And we head to the bottom of the third. Phillies trail 3-1 at the bank. All right. Very nice. All right, guys, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Alga people, do your thing. We got 36 people on here. 10 of you that are on here have not hit the thumbs up button. I'm sure also not all of you have subscribed to the channel either. All right, we just reached the 1,000 mark last night. We've been working really hard for 9 months. We call 76ers basketball, Phillies baseball, Flyers hockey, and Eagles football on here. Cameron's over here. What's going on? How you doing, man? I said the same exact thing, Larry. I sound like a broken record, but you got to work up Strider's pitch count. You have to do it. That's the name of the game today. If you're able to put up like 10 pitch at-bats and just grind out against him and make him throw more pitches, that's the recipe to success against him. This is going to be a fun second-round matchup for the Phillies if they have to play them, and they probably will. Here's my question for you guys, okay? If the playoffs were to start today, okay, and the Phillies do have to play Chicago, okay, do the Phillies win that series? And if so, in how many games? Does it go to 2 or does it go to 3? Comment your answers down below and tell me why, okay? Let me know. That's what I want to know. I know that we can't get ahead of ourselves, and sometimes we do because it's easy to do that, and this is an example of me getting ahead of myself. But if the Phillies were to play the Cubs, I didn't say the Brewers, I didn't say the Diamondbacks, I didn't say the Giants. I'm just saying, if they were to play the Cubs in the first round of the Wild Card Series, do they win? And do they win it in 2 or 3? First pitch to Schwarber. That's low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. So Spencer Strider is out there for his third inning of work. 49 pitches, 47 coming into this inning. The 1-1 on the way. That's off the plate and outside for ball 2. Cam wants to know if the Mets still have a chance to get into the postseason. I mean, mathematically they do, but do you think that the Reds, the Diamondbacks, and the Giants, and oh, by the way, the Padres, are going to struggle if the Mets go on a hot... And that's not even if the Mets go on a hot streak. The Mets have to go on a hot streak, but then they'd have to... Literally, the stars have to align. 2-1, that swung on and missed, so the count is now 2-2. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. It's hit out to right field. It's hooking long foul, though. And that one goes out of play. Larry says that he thinks that they take it in 3. This team rarely puts good games back-to-back. But see, it's the playoffs. And they play all 3 of their games at home. So, this team in the playoffs is different, Larry. They really are. The 2-2, that's popped up, hit out towards the third base side. Riley has it, and will make the catch on the infield turf for out number 1. So there's 1 out. Spencer Strider has retired the last 5 batters that he has faced. The number 2 hitter, it's Trey Turner. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. We haven't seen the team in the playoffs yet. But I'm telling you, like, that the fans are going to make a difference. Like, when you come to Philadelphia, guys, and you're in the playoffs, good luck in that environment. The 0-1 pitch, line drive it out to left field. Backing up is Pilar, and he makes the catch. So Turner lines out to left field. He's hit the ball sharply twice today so far. Mets chances are at possibly 0. Robert says 2 games. Phillies over the Cubs. Okay. I'm with you on that. I think if it does go to 3, I'm still saying Philly because it's at home. It would be really tough for me for the Cubs to. It would be really tough for me to see the Cubs beating the Phillies in 3. It just would be. Comes Bryce Harper, and he'll take the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. So in case you are just tuning in, let's catch you all up. Braves lead at 3-1. They lead the series 2-1. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the third with nobody on. And the 0-1 pitch up high and outside for a ball. Braves were able to get 2 runs in the first on a 2-run homer by Austin Riley. Phillies got 1 back on an RBI single by Bryson Stott. And then Austin Riley hit a sac fly in the top of the third, and it would score Acuna Jr. The 1-1 inside for ball 2. Cameron says that the Reds will lose. If the Reds have to play against the Brewers, is that what you're saying? Okay. The 2-1 pitch. That's at the knees for a strike. They lost 3 straight in the postseason at home last year. But that wasn't all against the Astros. 2-2 pitch. It's low for ball 3. And plus, we're not talking about the Astros. We're talking about the Cubs. That's who we're talking about. The Astros are a different type of a team. They're not the Cubs, with all due respect. The payoff pitch to Harper, that's fouled out of play as it goes over towards the left field side. But again, I'm happy that we're having this conversation because I think that we should start talking about this because this seems like it's a possibility. Now, if the Phillies were to play against the Brewers, like let's just say that the Cubs take the division, okay, and they have to play against Milwaukee, what's the result of that? The 3-2 ground ball pulled over towards the first base side. Albies has it, gobbles it up, throws over to first, and the inning is over. 7 retired in a row for Spencer Strider. We go to the top of the 4th. We're not talking about last year's team. This team is a little different. I mean, record-wise, Larry, they're the same. They're the same. I mean, like, okay, player personnel-wise, yes, they are different. They don't have Gene Segura. They don't have Rhys Hoskins. I get that. They didn't have Trey Turner last year. Say what you want about Nick Castellanos, but he's having a better season than he did last year, just overall. I mean, it was really just the first half, but if we're just taking a look at the overall impact, he has actually had a bigger impact this year than he did last year. Every year is differences, Larry. Okay, so but this is also coming from the same guy that just said that they lost 3 games at home last year. So if they did that, then they're a different team this year, then we got to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like they lost 3 games at home last year. So if you're going to take that into account, that doesn't make sense. Nola is worse this year. Yes, that's true. Yes, I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that. But we also know that Rob is going to make different types of decisions in the postseason. Will they be the right decisions? I don't know. Okay? I'm with you on that. But I'm just telling you that when you have to come to Philadelphia and you have to play in this hostile environment, in a playoff type of an atmosphere, the Braves were not prepared. Yes, exactly, because postseason baseball is different than regular season basketball. There's a whole, or regular season baseball. There's a whole new element to it. I see like 6 empty seats right now, right behind home plate. Are those seats going to be empty in the postseason? No, I hope not. First pitch to Marcell Ozuna. That's inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, and that's swung on and missed. This year's team hasn't played in the postseason. Yeah, but with the home crowd behind them, don't you understand that that makes an impact? Because then the momentum goes to their side. The 1-1 fly ball hit out to right field. It's going, and hits off the top of the wall. Castellanos throws a dart over to second base, and Ozuna is safe. He slides in there safely. I thought Castellanos may have gummed him out. Well, they challenged this. I can't see if they're going to the phones or not. It was a good piece of hitting by Ozuna. But Castellanos, man, just a cannon out to second base. They're not showing if they're challenging it or not. The throw, did it get him? I can't tell. They will not challenge it. So they say Ozuna did get in there safely at second. It's a leadoff double. First pitch, that's low for a ball. You're projecting based on last season's performance. But we know that the fan base is going to show up. We just know. That's not... That is going to be the same. The 1-0 pitch almost gets by Stubbs, and the count is now 2-0. The only other fan base that's like us is Houston when it comes to baseball. I mean, the Yankees, they care about their team, but it's just different. 2-0 pitch. There's a grounder hit over to third. Bohm charges over to first, and it's dug out by Harper, and there's one away. Playoffs are a new season. You can wipe the slate clean. Yes. For sure. Bottom line is that I think that they'll take it in 3. But then nobody answered my second question about Milwaukee. If they have to play Milwaukee in the wild card series, if the Cubs somehow take the division, you know what I'm saying? How much different is that if they're still playing at home? First pitch, that's low for a ball. Also, home field advantage also means that you can walk it off too. So it's not just about the fans; it's also just the situation and the logic of the game. So you have to also play that into matters as well. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, sliding stop by Turner, throws over towards his left, and the throw is in time over to first. And there's 2 away. And Ozuna does go over to third. Houston to Dave says Philly fans are the toughest bunch, for sure. At home. If they're playing Milwaukee at home, okay, do the Phillies take the series, and in how many games do they do so? Comes Kevin Pillar. And the first pitch, that's low for a ball. Pillar struck out in the second. He's batting .228 this season with 7 homers and 24 RBI. And he takes that one inside for a ball. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and turn on those notification bell icons. We need 2 more to get to 1,010 subscribers. Just got to 1,000 last night. We're going to be celebrating on Sunday. The 2-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. You don't expect them to win the first 2 versus anyone, even if they play at home. Okay, that's interesting. I do. That's cool. The pitch. Up high and inside for ball 3. So you don't see them going back to the World Series, I assume, correct? 3-1 pitch. Fly ball. It's hit out to right field. Castellanos on the run. He can't get there. It's a fair ball, and Ozuna will jog in to score. Castellanos just throw to second base. It's not in time. It's an RBI opposite field double by Kevin Pillar, and the Braves lead it 4-1. They just have so many layers to this offense. You know, you take a fastball that's on the outside corner, and you're just able to nail it down that right field line and just keep it fair. It's pretty impressive. So a 2-out RBI double. Michael Harris II is coming up. And the first pitch is way inside for ball 1. Harris struck out in the third, so he's 0 for 1 tonight. He's batting .293, 16 homers, and 50 RBI. The 1-0 coming up. Here it is. The leg kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 1-1. The next pitch. Inside. Check swing. They say that he went, Edwin Moscasco. That means that you're on the fence. That's exactly what that means. The 1-2 pitch. That's low and outside for ball 2. Cristopher Sanchez, the only time he faced the Braves was on July 24th of 2021. He only went 2 innings and allowed 2 hits. The 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss on a changeup that was low. And Harris went after it, and the inning is over. The Braves do get one back, though, on an RBI double by Kevin Pillar. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. Sorry, man. You know, sometimes, like, I'm not just, I'm not ignoring you, man. You know, like, I want you to just make sure that you know that I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes, like, you know, like, the number one thing is for me to do my play-by-play, and I was, you know, we were getting lost in having a conversation, but the one thing that I have to do my job at, right, like, we can engage in these conversations, and that's what makes this special, but that's the flavor, right? The meal, the main course, is the play-by-play, okay? I like to make this analogy, okay? I want a burger, right? I'm hungry. I want a burger, okay? I can have all the toppings in the world. I can have onions. I can have tomatoes. I can have mayo. But if I don't have the burger, right, if that's the substance of the meal, I'm not getting what I asked for, because that's why you got the toppings, right? So, you know, just to tie it all back together, you know, I'm not ignoring you. I just, sometimes when I'm looking at other people's comments, I get lost, and then I have to remember that the play-by-play is number one. So I just wanted to let you guys know. No, I give them a 35% chance to reach the World Series. But then, see, like, how does that make sense? Because because if you're on the fence about them, right, like, it should be like 50-50. That means that you're actually on the fence. But you give them a bigger shot of them not making the World Series than you do for them making it to the World Series, but then you're not, like, on the fence. You're leaning more towards them not making it to the World Series than making it. That's basically that. If that sounds correct, like, please let me know, because that's an accurate answer. Andrew Hevener says he's back. First pitch to Bohm. That's fouled back towards the screen. So Spencer Strider has thrown 63 pitches, 62 coming into this inning. Gets Bohm to foul that pitch off. And the 0-1 to Bohm. Fouled back again. Yes, just saying I wouldn't be shocked. Okay, now I understand. I understand now. I understand. Sorry about that. No balls, 2 strikes. Strider with the pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. And Bohm not happy with himself. He thought that he should have swung at that, and definitely should have. That's the second time tonight he has struck out. My Aunt Janice is here. What's up, Aunt Janice? What's up, Aunt Janice? Phillies only have 1 hit. That was on an RBI single by Bryson Stott, and he's up at the plate, speaking of the devil. First pitch was in there for a strike. The 0-1, that's popped up. Out towards the infield. Riley is on the turf, and he'll make the catch. There's 2 away. Got to try to put up good quality at-bats. Two outs in the bottom of the 4th. With nobody on. Strider with 67 pitches. And Brandon Marsh is the one that's due up at the plate. The pitch inside for a ball. Robert says, a tomato with mayo sandwich is not very appetizing. The burger gives it the zing. It's vice versa. It's vice versa, but yeah, I guess it goes both ways, but I don't think you would just order. You wouldn't order not many people would really order a tomato with mayo sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be vice versa. It would be like people order burgers, like just plain burgers, but they don't. Some people like the extra stuff on there. The 1-1 pitch to Marsh, swing and a miss. 2 outs, nobody on. Phillies down 4-1, and the 1-2 on the way Fly ball, it's hit out to left field. It's slicing fair right over towards the line. Pilar gets to it, and he'll just eat that one up as Brandon Marsh is able to get on base, and that's only the second hit of the day for the Phillies. So the two lefties that sat out last night and did not start the game have gotten the only two hits so far. Of course, it's different this year. Comes Nick Castellanos, and he'll take that one low. Strider did not get it where he wanted it to be. Nick has 23 homers, was able to hit his 23rd last night. Also got his 90th RBI on that solo homer. Could use one here. The 1-0 swing and a miss on a slider that was way down low. Again, you can tell from the body language that Strider just didn't get the fastball where he wanted it to be. He throws that one low. How does that? That doesn't look good. Does it? The 1-1, another slider that was in the zone. It swung on and missed. I'm not saying that it's easy to do this because, of course, it's not easy. But I'm just asking a question. It's rhetorical because he can't respond. But I'm just asking the question. 2 outs and a runner at first. Strider with the 75th pitch of the night coming up. Here it is, swing and a miss. The runner was going, and the inning is over as Castellanos strikes out. I'll be right back in just a little bit. All right, cool. We are back on here, guys. Hope you're all having yourselves a great night. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Cheers. Chaim. Larry, you haven't said anything different about me. Have you noticed anything a little bit different? I'm just curious. One person did, but I haven't heard it from you. He says it's not he's. Oh, okay, Mister have to picky. I did say it's, I guess. I don't always remember every single thing I say, but I don't have a word tracker on me, but I try to be consistent. The 2-0. It's in there for a strike. They're the Astros, Larry. They're the Astros. Are the Cubs the Astros? That's my question. The Cubs aren't the Astros. 2-1 pitch. That's fouled back. Do the Cubs have Yordan Alvarez, Framber Valdez, do they have Framber Valdez, Justin Verlander, and Christian Javier in their starting rotation? 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Sanchez still on the mound in the 2-2. That's low and outside for a ball. Albies waits in the on-deck circle. And the payoff pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3, and Cristopher Sanchez gets his 7th strikeout of the night. Yes, you look a little more confident today. Rather than last night. Comes Ozzy Albies, and I'll take the first pitch on the outside corner. Looked like it was a little bit outside, but it's a called strike. Albies is 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a run scored. He's batting on the right side. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Albies in 521 at-bats is 137 hits coming into today. The 0-2, grounder, hit over to third base. Sliding stop by Bohm to throw to first. It's in time! Great play by Bohm as he just got Albies out by probably less than half a step. Maybe even less than a quarter of a step. Just an incredible throw over from third base after making a nice sliding stop. He got back up and just threw a cannon over to first base. But they're all going deaf. Okay, you troll. You love trolling with me. First pitch, that's in there for a strike. So Riley has gotten 3 out of the 4 runs driven in for Atlanta. I'll take the 0-1 just a hair off the plate. JJ, don't forget to mention Bregman. I'm just talking about the rotation. The 1-1 ground ball hit into left field for a base hit past the diving stop of Turner. Austin Riley will get his 2nd hit of the game. He's had 3 productive at-bats. Hit sharply. That was on a fastball. Didn't want to do too much with it. And just hit the ball solid. Phillies will play the Mets in their final home weekend series of the season from September 21st to the 24th. 2 outs, no runner at first, and the pitch but to Olsen. There's a fly ball hit out to center field. Rojas on the run, and it'll make the catch towards home plate. The inning is over. 1 hit, 1 man left. Nothing to it, though. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 are coming up for the Phillies. Okay. Remember to like and remember to subscribe. Yeah, the Houston Astros are a different animal than the Chicago Cubs, man. Like they're just different. Overconfident. Like the Phils are gonna coast to the World Series. I did not say that they're going to the World Series. I didn't say that. Now you're putting words in my mouth, mister. That's what you're doing. You get such pleasure out of this, too. I know you do. I could see a smile right on your face. I can. I see this. I don't know how Jen puts up with this. I don't know how Jen puts up with this. Oh, man. You guys, though, are such an awesome... you guys are awesome people, though. I gave you some praise, too, before. Going deaf was your case that they can't lose at home. I didn't say that they can't lose at home. I'm saying that it's going to be really tough to beat them at home. And just to think about it. The only team that I think that could beat them at home and at least steal a game, there's actually two. I think it could be the Astros and the Braves. I don't see the Dodgers beating the Phillies at home. I really don't. The Dodgers are not the same team with the pitching staff that they have. How come the Braves are way better than any team? How come the Braves are better? Because they're playing really good baseball. But the Phillies can give them a run for their money. I'll tell you this right now. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. I will say this. Whoever goes or whoever has to play each other in the NLDS, but the Phillies or the Braves, I will say this. Whoever wins that series is most likely going to the World Series. I will say that. First pitch to Garrett Stubbs. That's in there for a strike. So Spencer Strider with 76 pitches as we were in the bottom of the fifth. He's ahead in the count already, the 0-1. That's low for ball one. But the fans are so loud, how can they not? Oh my gosh, but they'll only have home field advantage in the first series. Phillies can take one on the road. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch. That's popped up. Out towards the third base side and foul ground. That goes out of play. Now, let's just say that the Phillies have to go to Milwaukee, because if the Phillies are tied with Milwaukee, Milwaukee has the tiebreaker because they had the best head-to-head record. Do the Phillies take that series on the road? I think it's going to be tough. And the 1-2 pitch, grounder, pulled over towards the first base side. Albies has it, gobbles it up, throws over to first. That's in time. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below as well, and I will give you a shout out and welcome you on in the right way. Okay. Robert says, Rojas reminds me a little bit of Gary Maddox. He covers a lot of ground. Now, if he could only hit, I mean, he's only 22 years old. But yes, the pitch, swing and a miss. But yes, I am with you. I think that that's an interesting analogy. I do. Braves are better in the regular season. The pitch, fly ball. It's out to right field. It's hooking and slicing out of play. Rojas in 286 with a homer and 18 RBI. One out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Strider gets set, kicks, fires, and there's a line drive into left field. It'll be caught, though, just on the line by Pilar. It's sharply just right on the nose. 2 up, 2 down for the Phillies. Ever since the first inning, Strider has only given up 1 hit and has 3 strikeouts. Phillies are hitting the ball hard, but they're just right at guys. Kyle Schwarber is due up. Infield playing him the pole towards the first base side, and rightfully so. He'll take a strike at 97. Robert says, Dodgers. Larry says that he gives them 40% of a chance to make it to the World Series. Okay, interesting. The 0-1 on the way, swing and a miss. He was late on the fastball. It was right down Broad Street, and he could not catch up to it. Kyle tonight is 0 for 1. Walked in the first, popped out to first in the third. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. Another 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Strider. We go to the top of the 6th. Phillies trail 4-1. Okay. Dodgers won't have Urias, but they do have some throwback players as well. AJ says, JJ, do you think it's safe? Do you think we're safe in the playoff race? I didn't know it was this close. I mean, I think that we are safe. I do. I think that we I think that we're fine. We have to take care of our business. The problem is, though, is that can you beat the Mets and take 2 series against them? Right? Can you beat the Pirates, take a series against them? Then you have to play the Braves again, and we're not even talking about this weekend, right? They got to win the series against the Cardinals. The Cardinals aren't going down without a fight, guys. So, Strider's only thrown 46 pitches since the first inning. Thanks for spotting me there. Andrew says, remember when I said I saw Harper's 300th? I do remember you said that, man. I don't always remember everything on here, but I do remember valuable pieces of information and valuable conversations. Larry says, the way it's going, we could play at the Cubs. It's possible. It is possible. I still think we can have the home field advantage. We have to get home field advantage. I feel much more comfortable playing at home in front of my fans rather than going on the road to Wrigley. I think we can get it out there, though. Marcell Ozuna steps up to the plate, and Sanchez is still out there. Throw the first pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sanchez kicks, fires the pitch. Fouled off towards that first base side. It goes out of play. Christopher only has 70 pitches. That's the good news. Ozuna's 1 for 2. Doubled in the 4th, scored a run. His average at 268. And the 1-1 on the way. Changeup swung on and missed. I was also there for Schwarber's walk-off homer against the Dodgers. That's cool, man. Rays are getting close to clinching a playoff spot. It's cool. The 1-2, that's low for ball 2. Marcell Ozuna, when you take a look at his lifetime stats, he's actually 32 years old now. He's been in the league since 2013. And the 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss. He struck out. 1 out in the top of the 6th. He was with the Marlins from 2013 to 2017 and spent 2 years with the St. Louis Cardinals. And ever since he came over to the Braves in 2020, it's now his 4th season. His homer last night was his 230th career homer. The pitch to Arcia, ground ball, hit back up the middle. Turner has it, throws over to first, and there's 2 away. If he has, I think that if Ozuna has another couple of 30-homer seasons, I think he can have like 2 or 3 more good years, at least, and get to 300. What say you guys? He could also get to 1,000 RBIs. He could. JJ, hola. I remember Schwarber's walk-off hit, too. Yep. Comes Sean Murphy, and he slices this one. It's caught, though, by Bryson Stott. Hit right on a line. The inning does come to an end. And 1-2-3 go the Braves. Quick inning for Cristopher Sanchez on not a whole lot of pitches. Less than 10. Go to the top of the 7th. Braves lead at 4-1. JJ's the man. And that's no cap. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming on here. Comment who you are down below if you just subscribed to my channel. If you are new, okay, this is what we do, man. When we go to the top of the 7th inning, we ask a Phillies trivia question, okay? And then we reveal the answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. So I'm going to ask you a question. You guys write your answers down below. We'll go through each and every one of them when we head to the bottom. Oh, wait, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Oh, my goodness. Well, we still got half an inning left. What am I doing, JJ? We're a little bit early. I'm looking at the 6th over here on the Braves scorecard, and I just wanted to go over to the 7th. We still got a half inning left, JJ. Hold your horses. Come on. Don't get ahead of the party. Enjoy the moment. Oh, man. All right. So, yes, we will do a Phillies trivia question when we go to the top of the 7th inning. Trivia tease. Trivia tease, please. That ain't going to happen. I don't give away hints. Some of the time if I'm being nice. Sometimes I do like to be nice. I'm a nice person. But when it comes to these trivia things, sometimes you have to be a little bit salty because people can look things up on the computer. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to find the tougher trivia questions. You know what I'm saying? Because then people can't look that up. Or it's going to be tougher to look it up. Good night, Alex. Thanks for coming on here, man. We appreciate you. All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies are down 4-1. Spencer Strider will head back out towards the mound. He's had a very good outing so far today. Totally different than the last outing he had against the St. Louis Cardinals, as I should say. So here comes Trey Turner up at the plate. And the first pitch to Trey, just up high for a ball. Turner, lifetime against Strider, coming into today. Never the 1-0 pitch. That's a fly ball. It out to right field. And that is going to be caught right towards the track. I lost my stat. Thought I had it. But it's not there. There it is. Okay. As I was going to say, Trey Turner against Spencer Strider. Yeah, this is actually his first. This was his first time he's facing them. How about? No, it's not. 0 for 9. There we go. Why did I think that was a 0? The pitch. That's low and inside for a ball. I don't know why I really thought that was a 0. That's not good. Now he's 0 for 12. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Jessica says, nice haircut, JJ. She complimented it, Larry. The 1-1 pitch. Thank you so much, Jessica. Is this a Phillies or a Braves stream? We cover both teams, man. And I do Phillies games, but we keep it fair. We keep it fair, man. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strider with the pitch. Grounder hit over towards the third base side. It's a foul ball, though. And Riley is trying to get over to it. All are welcome, for sure. Yes. So Spencer Strider has 91 pitches. Bryce Harper, lifetime against Strider, is 2 for 11 coming into today. Harper thought he just kept it fair, but he did not. Strider is 6-0 against the Phillies in the regular season with a 1.67 ERA and 52 strikeouts. The 2-2, check swing, did he go? Third base umpire says yes. And that's now 7 strikeouts for Spencer Strider. Wow. Raid from CeeLo. Who's CeeLo, man? CeeLo. What's going on? Y'all are the best. Raid, what's going on? Thanks for coming on here, man. Raid from CeeLo. I don't even know who CeeLo is, but hello. Pitch to Bohm. Line drive into left field just underneath the glove of Riley for a hit. And Pilar gets to it on a couple of bounces. And now Bohm is able to reach base with a 2-out single. What's going on, man? He's a Braves fan. Go Braves. Oh, man, that's so sick. Go Braves, man. Thanks for coming on here. We welcome in each and every one of you. Raid from CeeLo. Oh, man, that's so awesome, man. Y'all are the best. We love you guys. Lenny, Rob, Alexandra, Terry, Daniel, Jason. Braves, Phillies suck. First pitch to Bohm. That's taken for a ball to Bryson Stott. Phillies are down 4-1. Bryson Stott's 1 for 2 tonight. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Bohm leads off over at first. Go Braves from CeeLo. Chewy's Firewood's here. The 1-0 on the way by Strider. It's fouled back. Oh, we love each and every one of you guys, and I cannot thank you all enough. If you just subscribed to the channel, comment who you are down below, and I'll give you a proper introduction to Play-by-Play with JJ, man. Y'all are the best. We love you all. Guys, we got to start rating other people's channels. The 1-1, that's outside for ball 2. We got to do that. Alexandra has a little X. Okay, there we go. Woo! Like and subscribe, people, for sure. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Strider kicks, fires the pitch. It's popped up. Hit out to left field. Pilar comes in towards home plate and will make the catch. And the inning is over. So the Phillies trail 4-1 as we go to the top of the 7th. And the Braves are coming back up. Guys, stay right here because now is our time that we ask our Phillies trivia question, okay? It's not a Braves trivia question. We do a Phillies trivia question, okay? I'm going to ask you the question, and then if you stay for the bottom of the 7th, you'll be able to hear if you were right or wrong, okay? If you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get the question incorrect, you will hear this. Yes. Have a good stream, man. Have a good one, man. I appreciate that. Just search on the go with CeeLo. On the go with CeeLo. I will definitely do that, man. Thank you all so much for coming on here. I really do appreciate that. On the go with CeeLo. I'm definitely going to check him out because we love supporting our brothers and our sisters on here, man. All right, so the trivia question that I want to ask you guys, the Phillies trivia question. Okay, who won the back-to-back home run derbies in 2005 and 2006? That's the question. All right, who won the home run derbies for the Phillies? Who won the home run derby in 2005 and 2006? Both of them were Phillies players. That's the question. All right, comment your answers down below. We'll go through each and every one of your answers when we go to the bottom of the 7th. In case you are tuning in, the Braves lead at 4-1. They got 2 in the first on a 2-run homer by Austin Riley. Phillies got a run back on an RBI single by Bryson Stott. Riley would then hit a sac fly in the top of the 3rd. And in the top of the 4th, Kevin Pilar got an opposite field RBI double. There we go. 2 Phillies players, man. 2 Phillies players. Smokey Bear's here. What's up, Smokey? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, man. That's a big raid. Which 2 Phillies players won which 2 Phillies players won the home run derby in 05 and 06? No balls, 1 strike to Kevin Pilar. The 0-1 pitch, check swing. Did he go? First base umpire. David Rackley says no. All right. I will tell you, we usually don't reveal until we go to the bottom of the 7th, but I know that you guys have to go back to your channel. So, Ryan Howard is one answer. That's correct. Anybody else that you can think of? That was 2006, but who was the guy that did it in 2005? That was a Philly. That's the question. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kevin Pilar. And Sanchez deals the pitch inside for ball 2. So Ryan Howard's 1. Ryan Howard is 1. We want to know who number 2 is. The 2-2 on the way. Swing gonna miss. Bobby Abreu, Robert, and Jessica. You're correct. Awesome job. Thank you so much for playing Phillies Trivia with us. Don't want to hold you guys up any longer. You know, you guys are totally more than welcome to stay, of course, as the 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. But I want to thank you all so much. We have 2 winners. Yes. We're in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Harris, the second. Swung on and missed. Yes. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. It's 4-1 Atlanta. And the next pitch, that's just a hair down low for ball 1. So Michael Harris II is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. He's batting .293 with 15 homers. And the 1-1, that's sliced foul again. Oh, man. This is fun. Boo Harris. Oh, for the fly, Eagles fly. Yeah. I think that's just a Braves home run signal that they do. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Michael Harris has a hat trick of strikeouts as Cristopher Sanchez. That's his 10th strikeout of the day. He's honestly had a really good outing overall. I mean, he got into a little bit of trouble during some of the innings, and then he gave up a sac fly to Austin Riley, and then it was a bloop double, a bloop RBI double. There's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. It's taken down low for a ball. Do you go to many Phillies games? I do not. I've actually done 115 Phillies games on here this season. The 1-0 pitch, that's on the outside corner. It looked like it was a little bit off the plate, if I'm being honest. But the count is now 1-1. 2 outs, and the 1-1 pitch to Acuna. Line drive into right field for a base hit, and Acuna gets his 2nd hit of the day. So, yeah, I've done, usually, I mean, like, I've been to the World Series. I did go to a playoff game last year when they played against the Padres, and that was really cool. But, no, I don't really go to a lot of regular season games. How about you, though, man? Yeah, cool dedication, man. 9 months, and we just reached 1,000 subscribers yesterday. We've been really working our tail off. We just want to broadcast games. You know what I'm saying? We do Sixers, Eagles, Flyers, and Phillies games on here, man, because we're passionate. First pitch that swung on and missed, and we don't really treat it like watch parties. You know, they're interactive play-by-play calls. That's how they really are, because I want to be a play-by-play announcer. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and the 0-1. Swinging the bouncer, it's just fouled off. Thank God there's a Phillies stream. I was getting sick and tired of the Braves stream. We just try to keep things fair on here, guys. You know, we don't really tend to show bias towards one team over the other. It's not how we work. Some people are homers. I mean, of course, like, we get excited when the Phillies do well, but we keep it fair. The 0-2 pitch. It's outside and low. The throw over the second. It's going to get by Bryson Stott. The throw over to third. That's not in time, and Acuna Jr. is able to get into third base, and Garrett Stubbs just continues to struggle defensively when it comes to throwing runners out. Just not a good play whatsoever. Sometimes you just have to, especially when it's Ronald Acuna Jr. that's running, you just have to let him go. So, you found it, director. Yes, for sure. Well, you sound good. Best of luck in broadcasting. Smokey Bear, thank you so much for coming on here. You're the best, dude. Appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. The 1-2 on the way. Inside, a changeup at 82 miles per hour. So Acuna Jr. has 66 stolen bases. He needs 6 more to tie Otis Nixon, who set the stolen base single season record for the Braves with 72. He could get there with the pace he's going at. 2-2 on the way. That's inside and low for ball 3. JJ does almost all the Phillies games. Yep. We've done 115 out of the... Actually, this is our 116th. So we've done... If this is 116 and there's 79 and 66, let's do the math. We've only missed 30 games. And 15 of them were because of Sixers. Maybe 10. The pitch inside for ball 4. And that's going to be a walk allowed by Cristopher Sanchez. And Junior Marte is going to be warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Caleb Cotham wants to have a little mound visit. So he will lead the charge. So Acuna singles, Albies singles, and here comes Austin Riley. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. We love each and every one of you, man. I am definitely, without a doubt, going to check out On The Go with CeeLo. Because, man, we love supporting one another on here. We're always looking to grow our family. We really are. That scared me for a second. I had a little pop-up come up, and I thought that my whole stream was going to disappear, so that really scared me. But no, we take an old-school style of broadcasting, and we interact with you. And that's just how we do it, man. That's how we do it. The mound visit is over. There's runners at the corners. Acuna Jr. leads off over at third. Albies is at first. 93 pitches for Cristopher Sanchez. Braves are 95-50. They need one more win to clinch the division. Here comes Riley, who pops up the first pitch. It's skied out towards right center field, and Phillies will be able to make the catch. Couldn't tell who it was because the stream just went to a break, but that's okay because they made the catch, and the inning is over. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We don't have to even reveal the Phillies trivia answer anymore. It was actually Granny Hamner, guys, because Larry likes to go with that answer all the time, and he missed that today. He did. He was slacking on his part. He was slacking today. Anyhow. How many people do we have on here, by the way? I just would like to know. I got to take a sip of water, guys. Give me 1 second. Pardon me. Sometimes what we also love to do, because this is really all about building a family, guys, we love popping into other people's streams. Okay? So, eventually we are going to be rating other people's streams because that's what we should be doing. So, I would like us, I'll probably, one of my moderators, okay, if we, like, in the halfway as we're done the game, I mean, like, when it comes to football, we'll have to talk about it. We'll talk about it off the air and, like, whatnot. You'll have to let me know who else is streaming, right? And then we just go in and we say hi to everybody during an inning break, and then we come back over to the channel. That's how raids work, guys. Interested in becoming a moderator? There we go. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I just missed these chats, man. We should raid CeeLo during the next Brave series. Absolutely. That would be awesome. That's a really great idea. There's a future seat for JJ next to Tom McCarthy. Thank you, man. My whole story is that I went to Rowan University. I graduated last year, and I interned at NFL Films. I was a sports communication and media major. I called games for the Delaware Bluecoats for the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. That's who the Bluecoats are. And then I also called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. And I didn't call it like almost every day. I was maybe calling like one game a week or so. And I was in a rotation of like 6 broadcasters, and I did other stuff too because I wanted to get my hands in the cookie jar in other directions. First pitch to Marsh, that's fouled off. But I bring that up because I met Scott Fransky last year. I came back to a Rowan networking event after I graduated while I was interning at Films, and he said to me, you know, with all due respect, how many games have you done with these minor league teams? The 0-1 that's up high and outside for a ball. And I said, 1. And he said, well, you got to get reps. If you want to do this every day, you got to do that. And so that inspired me to reach out to more people, to let them know who I was, and then I realized I could just be all talk when I'm sending 50 emails out a week as the 1-1 that's fouled back. So that inspired me to start my own YouTube channel, man. And 9 months, less than 9 months into this, we have reached 1,000 subscribers. It's pretty impressive. The 1-2 on the way, that's inside and low for ball 2. So this is, in a sense, us moving out to a smaller market because we're getting reps, right? Like, that's why people move out to smaller markets, just because they want to get more and more experience. That's how we're doing it. And it's fun. And it's interactive this way. The 2-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss. And Spencer Strider strikes out 8 batters on 102 pitches so far. He's able to get Marsh to strike out there for the second time tonight. There we go. Time to stretch, says Jen. Yes. 49 people on here. Willie Puttin, Ned Jones is here. Time for some heroics. Jessica sent me. Nevius, what's up, man? My university. Did you pledge? Yes. First pitch to Castellanos. Line drive out in the right field for a base hit. And Castellanos gets on with an opposite field single with one out. JJ is going to be T-Mac's Uber driver. I actually know somebody that actually did was an Uber driver for Kevin Kevin Burkhardt. Why did I forget that name? When the Phillies had to play the Astros in the World Series, and they were doing it on Fox. First pitch to Stubbs. He skies this one out towards shallow right field. Albies calls everyone off, and he makes the catch, and there's 2 away. 104 pitches for Strider. Stubbs just popped that one out. Jessica sent you. Nevius, thanks for coming on. Remember to like and subscribe and to share this channel. Welcome, Nevius. Alpha Epsilon Pi. AE Pi. Here comes Yohan Rojas. In the bottom of the 7th, there's 2 outs. And the first pitch by Strider in this at-bat is way off the plate for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Rojas. That's off the plate and outside for ball 2. Strider, when you look at his home road splits this season, at home he has a 4.33 ERA, and he's 6-3. But on the road, he has a 3.33 ERA, and he's 10-2. He's pitched in 81 innings in both circumstances. Actually has more strikeouts at home than he does on the road. And opponents are hitting better against him by about 0.08 points on the road. 2 balls and 1 strike as the next pitch was in there for a strike. Got to keep the eyes on the prize, which is the game. 2-1 pitch. That's sliced foul, and that one goes out of play. In the month of September, his ERA, it was just only 1 outing, so it was at 20.25 because he allowed 6 earned runs in the last outing against the St. Louis Cardinals. But in August, that's a better way to tell, a 3.97, 2.97 ERA. The 2-2 runner goes, and that's a foul ball. So Casti goes back over to first base. Strider with 109 pitches. This is most likely his last inning of work. Possibly his last batter. And the 2-2, swing and a miss. And Spencer Strider is able to retire the side. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the top of the 8th. Olsen, Ozuna, and Arcia are due up for the Braves when they return. Wow. I wanna check out this guy, man. I was like thinking to myself, like CeeLo Green, like that's on the go with CeeLo. On the go with CeeLo. Does that make me crazy? I actually used to do choir, but I didn't want to do that. On the go with CeeLo. I'm subscribed to his channel too. Huh. He has 167 people in his live chat, man. Let me show my brother some love, man. CeeLo. That's so nice. Thanks so much for rating my channel. That was so nice. That was so nice. Braves up 4-1 in 15 games, yet Strider goes 110 pitches. I have called 5 more games, or 6 more games than Spencer Strider's pitch count tonight. Let's put that in perspective, man. That's so nice. I wanted to have his volume on for a second. We got to show him love. Guys, let's show our brother. Let's show our brother CeeLo some love. Man, let's do that. Let's do that, guys. If somebody could actually post his link down below, because I can't do it right now. I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. But his username is On The Go with CeeLo. All right, first pitch to Matt Olson. There's a grounder pulled over towards the first base side, and Harper has it, and he'll tag the bag. That's going to be it for Cristopher Sanchez. 96 pitches in 7 1/3 of an inning. He only allowed 4 earned runs, and again, that doesn't really tell the full story. He was pretty solid, except for that first inning. Good day, JJ. What's going on? Good day, y'all. Just stopping by really quickly to say hi. Oh, congrats on the 1K. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. I really do appreciate that. That was so sweet. All right. Cheers. L'chaim. Okay. Guys, if you are interested in becoming a moderator for this channel, please let me know down below. I will let you guys in on a little secret, because I tend to do that sometimes. And I think now's a good time to talk about it. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's actually a pretty good thing. All right. Don't be surprised. I don't know when this is going to happen. It'll probably happen, though, pretty soon. Don't be surprised if, like, by the time you come on here over the weekend, okay, if you start seeing ads. I'm just being honest with you. If you start seeing ads, those types of things. Because now that we reached 1,000, okay, we will apply for this program and whatever. That is going to start happening. I'm not going to tell you that it's this weekend. I'm not going to tell you that it's next week, okay? Just keep your eye on that, because that's eventually going to start happening. It's been a really busy time of the year for us. I still have to get caught up on cutting highlights. I don't even know when I'm going to do that. I guess I have to do it tomorrow. But then I got to get ready for the Eagles game. And I didn't even do an Eagles recap, by the way, because I went out and I celebrated last night. So we're really doing a lot, like, just by ourselves. And there's so much I want to do. And I'm learning that I have to hire some people in order to get some things done. But, yes, so I just wanted to let you know straight up, don't be surprised if when you come on here that eventually over the next week or so that you may see an ad. It means that we're doing our job. That's what it means, guys. First pitch by Marte, grounder hit back up the middle, and fielding it is Stott. I'll throw it over to first, and there's 2 outs. So Marte has pitched in 37 games. He has a 4.95 ERA. He did pitch in last night's game. JJ's going to be rich. That's it. I'm out. The 2 outs. And the first pitch in this at-bat, that's fouled back. Larry says, that's it. I'm out. He thinks that it's Shark Tank. That's exactly what he thinks that this is. Because we're doing business deals. That's what we're doing. Business partnerships. That's what I'm saying. The 0-1, that swung on and missed. Jacqueline. Oh man, you changed your profile. Looks good, man. What's going on, Jacqueline? A balls and 2 strikes as Arceus swung on and missed at the second pitch. And the 0-2 on the way. Line drive. Hit over to third base, though. Played on the bounce by Bohm. Throw across the diamond is in time. The Phillies, they're down to their final 6 outs. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies trail 4-1. So they have 4 hits, but they're looking to change the ties. And maybe they could party a little bit now that Spencer Strider's done. Okay. Cool. I don't think we've taken any breaks tonight, guys. But yes, let's make sure that we that we go support our fellow brother on the go with CeeLo, man. On the go with CeeLo. All right, if somebody wants to drop his link down below, on the go with CeeLo, and let's go raid over to his channel and say thank you. All right, there we go. On the go with CeeLo. Somebody can post that link, man. Post his link down below of his live stream. We'll go over to his channel, and we'll say play-by-play with JJ Raid. Thank you for raiding our channel. Let's do that, guys. On the go with CeeLo. That's his YouTube channel. I probably could pull it up like right here if I really, really wanted to. Let's see. On the go with CeeLo. Okay, let's do it. I just don't like leaving this screen because, you know, it's tough. All right, here we go. On the go with CeeLo. Let's drop this link down below. All right, click on this link, and we're going to go say, play-by-play with JJ Raid, thank you. Play-by-play with you so much again. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Let's see if he hears us. Let's see, man. Let's see if he hears us. On the go with CeeLo. We're raiding over to his channel. Let's go. Nevius. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Aw. That's so nice. Every that's so cool. Every 100 likes, he goes on and he supports a small YouTube channel, man. After he gets 100 likes, that's so nice. And they say, "Welcome on in," or you know, they come on and then it's like, "Go Braves." That's so cool. All right, let's get back to the play-by-play action. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber as he'll be facing off against Brad Hand, and that pitch was on the outside corner for a strike. That's so sweet. There we go. We had a good crowd tonight. The 1-2, it's on the outside corner for, that was just actually off the plate for ball 2. Sorry, we're getting a little bit distracted. Can't do that. Every 100 subscribers, that's what he does. 3-1 pitch, that's in there for a strike. Indeed, I play-by-play with JJ. We love raiding in and doing that type of stuff. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And time is called very quickly. After this inning, let's, you know what? Let's raid over to Rising Rhino. Is Rising Rhino live? Can somebody see? Then we'll raid over to his channel, if he is. 3-2 on the way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Man, oh man. Schwarber got caught looking, and he just not able to hit after that one. I got it, that play-by-play with JJ. Okay, cool. After this inning, we're going to raid over to his channel. So there's 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Trey Turner's coming up. He's 0 for 1 lifetime against Brad Hand. with an RBI. 1 out, and the first pitch to Trey. Check swing, did he go? They say that he did not. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Hand was 7 pitches already. Haven't even gotten over to his stats just yet. The 1-0 on the way. It looked like it was a strike, but that was a ball called in the eyes of DJ Rayburn. That could help the Phillies. And, of course, we just had a little break. They literally just transitioned over to a break. Don't know why. I have no idea why. Something's wrong with the NBC Sports app tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what's going on. 2-1. That swung on and missed. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. So the count is 2-2. It was a 2-0 count. Now it's a 2-2 count. Bryce Harper waits in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 on the way to Trey. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. So back-to-back strikeouts for Brad Hand. And here comes Bryce Harper. Spencer Strider was pretty good today. Have to give him some credit for being able to attack the strike zone. Besides the first inning, he was really good. Phillies had an opportunity, but Cristopher Sanchez just was not as sharp as Strider was. You don't think Rhino's live now? Okay. All right. Well, that's all right. 2 outs, nobody on, in the bottom of the 8th inning. For Bryce Harper, takes the first pitch up high for a ball. Harper is 6 for 23 against Brad Hand, with a .261 average, a homer, and 6 RBI. It's 8:44 p.m. Eastern Time as we just passed the 2-hour mark. The 1-0 on the way to Bryce. Fly ball. It's hit out to left field. He just got underneath it. And Pilar is there, and he'll make the catch. And the Phillies go down 1-2-3 as we go to the top of the 9th. Phillies trail 4-1. Okay. All right. Guys, I do want to remind you all that we will be on later tonight at 11 o'clock, okay, for our Phillies post-series recap pod. All right? So what we do is after every series, we come on for our Phillies post-series recap pod, and I just wanted to let you know that we do that post-series. There we go. Yes, don't forget to join the Discord server and talk to JJ during his post-game show to discuss your thoughts on the game. There we go. Join the Discord server, guys. I hope Gabe changed that one. Can somebody actually test out that link in the Stream Element spot to see if that one works? If not, Givanuts, you're going to have to change it. You're going to have to do that. So Givanuts can probably check it out to see if it works. Yes, meaning yes, I can check it, or yes, that it works. Because there's a difference. Okay, it works. Okay. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Cool. Great. Join that Discord server, and we'll take your phone calls tonight when we do our Phillies post-series recap pod. All right? Go to the top of the 9th, and we'll say it again, too, in just a little bit. And that's so cool. After every 100 likes, that's what he does. I still want to focus on our play-by-plays, but I do want to go subscribe and support other people. You know what I'm saying? That's a really, really nice thing to do. And Rhino does it all the time. I actually thought that he started it, but I don't really know how it became a thing. But regardless, here's Dylan Covey. What a transition that was. In 24 games, he is 1-3. His ERA is at 4.26. He's going to have to face Murphy, Pilar, and Harris. That's the bottom half of the Braves order. Sean Murphy's 0 for 3. The pitch. That's low. Right at the knees for a called strike. Here we go. Oh, we need 8 more subscribers to get to 1,020. How many more till we get to 50, Jivanoots? Let's promote that in the chat. The 0-1, that's up high for a ball. Guys, let's get to 50. Let's get to 50 likes, guys. 1 ball, 1 strike. Covey comes set, winds up, and delivers the pitch. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. How about the Pirates? They lead the Nationals 7-5. That game is in the top of the 8th inning. And the 1-2 on the way. Grounder. Hit back up the middle. Turner with a sliding stop throw to first. In time. Man, oh man. That was not easy whatsoever for Turner. Just an incredible play by Trey. And that was a smooth throw. 5 more likes to get to 50. Let's push that, guys. We need 5 more to get to 50. Let's get to the 50 mark. There's Kirby Yates, who will be throwing in the bottom of the 9th. So they're going to give Raisel Iglesias the night off. 1 out in the top of the 9th. And the pitch to Pilar, swing and a miss. Pilar had an RBI double back in the 4th inning. It's 1 for 3. The 0-1. Bouncer, it's just chopped foul. So again, we will be doing our Phillies post-series recap pod tonight at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I will make the thumbnail, and then we'll go eat some dinner, and then do that. The 0-2 on the way. Low. A slider at 87. How many people do we have on here? So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. Marsh gets over to it. And Pilar, it's on for his 2nd time today. Just took a fastball and belted it right out to left center field. Pretty impressive what this guy's able to do. 35 people on here. All right. So Michael Harris II, he's due up. The first pitch he sees, that's a called strike, a cutter at the knees. So it's 0-1. Harris has struck out 3 times. Phillies could certainly use a double play here. Acuna waits in the on-deck circle. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Offense pretty much not existent unless there's an eruption in the bottom of the 9th, which is totally possible because I've seen this team do some crazy things, guys. I really have, so can't count them out. That's why I got to play all 27 outs, and it sounds so cliche, but that's what you got to do. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and he strikes out there. That's the 4th time tonight that he has done so. You say that the offense has been inconsistent, but really over the last, 3 or 4 games, the pitching hasn't really lived up to their end of the bargain either. So, if you just take a look, let's take a look at their results. As Acuna Jr. is up. Let's see. 2 outs and a runner at first. Acuna is up. And the first pitch, line drive into right field for a base hit. Rounding 2nd and going over to 3rd will be Pilar. The throw is not in time. Over the course of the season, you mean? Okay, yes, that is correct. But look, they put up 6 runs against the Braves yesterday. They put up 17 runs in the doubleheader. Put 10 up in the first, they put up 15 runs in the doubleheader. I'm sorry, they put up 6 runs yesterday, 7 runs the day before that, and 8 runs in that doubleheader, the first game. 4 against the Marlins in the last game of that series. 8, okay, and then it was a little bit low, but then they had 9 runs. 9 runs, 4 runs, 5, 5, 8, 12, 6, 3, 12, 7. It's not bad. First pitch to Albies. That's grounded foul. Ozzy's 2 for 3. All of his hits have been from the right side of the plate tonight. The ball's 1 strike. Covey comes set, winds up the pitch, swing and a miss. 95 on the gun as it was outside. Phillies in the bottom of the 9th will have Bohm, Stott, and Marsh come up against Kirby Yates. 0-2 is the count. And time is called by Albies. The ball's 2 strikes. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Runners at the corners, and the pitch low. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead against the Baltimore Orioles. How about the Texas Rangers? They are blanking out the Toronto Blue Jays 7-0 in the top of the 7th. Reds have a 4-3 lead in Detroit. The 1-2. It's in the dirt. And it just almost got by Garrett Stubbs. Mets lead at 6-0 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So that helps a little bit. Astros are winning 5-0 in Houston against Oakland Athletics. Yankees and Red Sox are still in a delay. Royals lead at 2-0 in Chicago against the White Sox. Brewers are down 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th against the Fish. And we got some final scores. The Cubs lost today 7-3, so the Phillies are, as of now, 2 games above the Chicago Cubs for that first wild card spot. If they lose, then it's still going to be 1.5 games. 2-2 is the count. 15 seconds left on the pitch clock. Covey gets ready at the belt. Kicks, fires the pitch. Fouled off, and it went out of the glove of Garrett Stubbs. Thought he should have had that. He thought he should have had that, even though it was low. Phillies could use a player like Pilar as a catalyst. For sure. Absolutely. That's a good point that you make, Robert. Linda's here. Hey, JJ, just popped in to hit the like button. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Linda. We love you. The 2-2 on the way. High bouncer. Hit over towards first base, and that's fouled. Just fouled off. Covey gets work versus the Braves. Got Rhino Nation. Yes. Plenty of mop-up duty, says Larry. When the pitching was great, they weren't scoring. Now it's vice versa. 2-2 is the count. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch, grounder, hit over towards first base, and Harper tags the bag. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies down to their final 3 outs. And the Braves trying to win the series against the Phillies. But Bohm, Stott, and Marsh are due up. And Kirby Yates is coming out there. Cool. Good thing the Cubs lost. The bad thing is the Phils aren't picking up any ground. Hey, man. I'm with you. Guys, if you're new, I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. We just reached 1,000 subscribers last night. That was really awesome. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on and for supporting the channel. Cheers. Yeah, Robert, same. Breathing room would be nice. Of course, absolutely. Still alive, brother. Just wanted to drop off my thumbs up before I forgot. Before I forgot you. Or before I forgot love you. Go Phils. Well, you're 3 outs away from winning the series, man. So, happy that you popped on in. Man, you're doing like a 6-hour stream, my guy. That's how it is, man. We had a nice conversation earlier today. Ugh. Can anybody guess what my favorite food is? Anybody guess what my favorite food is? Comment down below. What do you think my favorite food is? There's a question for you all. Tacos. Incorrect. Mom. I love you, Mom. That is correct. I could really go for some, man. Burger, since you brought it up earlier. that was just an analogy, David. That's just an analogy. Ready for game-tying homer, then lose in the 10th. Thanks for the optimism. But no, I understand where you're coming from. Here's Kirby Yates. He's 7-1 on the season, 4 for 7 in save opportunities. They just show his stats within the blink of an eye, and then they just take it right away. Because I can't read that fast, and I should be able to read that fast. I should be like Good Will Hunting, guys. Just be able to see things for like a second, and then just, boom, it's gone. That's how it should be. Hate to watch an opposing team celebrate clinching their division on our field. It's not over yet, guys. They do sell it at Wawa. They sell it at Royal Farms too, but Kraft, man. All right, here's Alec Boehm. First pitch that he takes is way up high for a ball. Just could not get that in the strike zone. Had to do it, sorry. No, we totally love you for it, Mom. We love you. We love you for it. Shout out to my mom, man. The 1-0 pitch, that's low for ball 2. So the first pitch was up high. Second pitch was way down low. Yates trying to get it just right, just like Goldilocks. Can't have it too high, too low. Has to be just right. 2-0 pitch, that's popped up. Hit out towards the infield. Albies back behind the bag, and he'll make the catch. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Oh, the caps lock. When I bet on the Phillies, this time $1,000 down the toilet. Dude, let me just ask you something. Like, betting 1,000. Like, why? Why? I don't get why people do it. I really don't. The pitch. It's inside for a ball. I mean, I guess that I understand. I know that people come from all different like walks of life, and people come from different types of money and all that sort of stuff, and they have their own financial situations. But the 1-0 pitch that's in there for a strike, but I could never do it because that's like my life savings. You know what I mean? Need 2 more to get to 50. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yates kicks, deals the pitch. Fly ball, hits it out to center field. Not that deep, though. And Harris comes, and he'll make the catch. Como va el juego? Because I am a sports bettor, by the way. I have a hard time seeing because of being a... Oh, no, you're good, man. You're good, man. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And the pitch, that's inside for a ball. Join you tomorrow night for the Eagles game. The game's not over. It's not over. Just because they're down to their final out. 2 base runners, then they get the tying run up. The 1-0, that's inside for ball 2 on a 4-seamer at 94. We will be doing our Phillies post-series podcast, too, tonight at 11. So, Robert, if you want to come on and give your thoughts on this team, I do encourage you to do that. Click the Discord link down below. The 2-0 pitch that's fouled back. Let's type in Discord. Please come on tonight for Discord. There we go. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. And the pitch. Fly ball, it's hit out to left field. It's looking foul, and it goes out of play, and now the Phillies are down to their final strike. Just the words that we love to hear. What's going on, Dylan? What's up, guys? Shout out to Jason's mom. Shout out to my aunt. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch just fouled off as Marsh stays alive. Brandon is 1 for 3. He singled in the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch popped up. It's fouled behind the plate. So Marsh will stay alive. And on 366 at-bats coming into today, Marsh is 104 hits. The 2-2 again. Bouncer, that's fouled towards the first base side. On a splitter at 86, so Marsh is battling against Kirby Yates. Castellanos waits in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 outs. The pitch, ground ball foul. That was headed towards the dirt, and I don't even know how he stayed alive, but he does. Oh, man. The count is still tied up, 2-2. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Yates comes set at the letters, winds up and delivers the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. So the Braves take 3 of 4 in Philadelphia, and they clinch the division. And they're just about ready to celebrate on the field at Citizens Bank Park. And there's Rhys Hoskins and Ranger Suarez looking out there like, man, oh, man. It's their 18th NL East Division title. And it's the 6th consecutive time that they've clinched the division. They did it later last season. Let the Phillies lose by a final score of 4-1. They'll be back at it on Friday against the St. Louis Cardinals. Fighting off pitches. What's up? What's going on, man? I see you took all the YouTube money and got a fresh cut. Thanks, man. Flush that grand down the toilet. Man, okay. Well, guys, please come on later tonight and join us for our Phillies Post-Series Recap podcast. We'll be going on at 11 o'clock p.m. tonight. If you want to come on and give your thoughts, join the Discord server. Again, the Discord link. It's posted in the live chat. It's coming up right now. Good job, G. Vanucci beat me to the punch. Yes. Austin Riley is the player of the game as Cristopher Sanchez gets the loss, and Spencer Strider just continues to have a Cy Young type of a season, and he gets the win. Rhino and JJ. Rhino, you and JJ on tomorrow night at the same time. That's why we're going to have to raid one another, guys, during halftime. It's going to be fun. All right, love you, each and every one of you. Thanks again for coming on here. It's going to wrap things up. Again, Sunday night, okay, we will be celebrating our 1,000 subscriber victory because that's what matters, man. It's about the quality of people. We love each and every one of you. And, yes, catch you tomorrow. Yes, please join the Discord server. If you want to give your thoughts on tonight's game, that's what you have to do. If you just want to tune in, the channel or the link will be posted. Probably you should, if you get those notification bell icons, if they're turned on, you should be able to get them. Okay? But yes, please Please, come on. All right. Dylan Deloy says, bye, JJ. Thanks for coming on here, Dylan. I love you, man. All right, guys, it's going to wrap things up. Once again, from Voorhees, New Jersey, I'm Jason Joseph. Catch you on the next one.